as far as what you saying though, so how's it he got a choice on going, doing his work, doing art, but he don't have a choice going to wrestling practice?
No, he got to do his work. He got to pass. He got to get through school.
No, no. You said he has a choice, right? You said we knew this, right? But he don't have a choice when it comes to wrestling practice. You going? And he may not
So,
like it. It may
yeah.
not be his gift, but you said he
Mhm.
going. He ain't got no choice.
So yeah, so this is the thing, right? When
So
it
now you
comes to
taking his choice from him.
yeah, so this is the thing, right? When I grew up, I understand that some kids just will not like school. You just won't like school. You're gonna hate it, and I understand that. His mom wants to get him. How can we get him to like school? I'm telling her like, I don't care if he likes school. It's irrelevant. He has to get through school, right? That's my position because I make a. I'm I do very decent for myself, and I hated school, and I think that I'm very. I got a GED. Technically, I got a GED. And my last, I did 11th grade was the last time I was in school. But a lot of people meet me and they're like, "Wow, you're intelligent. Where did you go to college?" I'm like, "I didn't go to college anywhere." I learned from everybody. I learned from everything. That's just the way that my mind works. But I can tell that my son is extremely intelligent. He just hates school, and I understand that type of archetype of a boy. I understand it. So I don't want to get you to like school. You have to get through school, you know, but he don't gotta like it. And it's not as like the straight A's and all that type of stuff. Most of the people who ever got straight, it would probably be with a lot of people on these panels who used to get straight A's and B's in school, right? And they probably right now making 60, $70,000. And it's like you can't cash it in. Most people can't
Yeah,
cash it in. Some people
but
can.
you're not answering my question
My
though.
sister,
We
my family.
we talking about he has a choice when it comes to that, but you say he has no choice when it comes to wrestling. He
No, no,
ain't
no.
got no choice. He going.
So he doesn't have a choice whether he want to go to school or not, or whether he want to do his work. He got to do his work and he got to go to school. So there's no choice there, and there's no choice for him to come to wrestling because this is something that I want you to learn. I want you to learn it. I want you to become proficient. When you get older, you don't got to be a professional wrestler. You don't got to do all of that. But until I feel like you're proficient, then you got to do it. Same, you got to teach your son how to fight. He don't got a choice to learn how to fight. You don't got a choice to learn how to defend yourself. Certain things as a man is like, yo, this is a part of it. I don't believe that academics is a part of being a man. I think intelligence and learning is a part of being a man. Being a teacher is a part of being a man. But
So
school
so how do
education,
you
I
think
don't
he's
agree.
gonna learn though? How is he gonna learn?
The same way that we all learn from our elders, from experience, from
No,
learning from the world around us. It's not from
that that's
listen.
not that's not where we're learning at. Because most of y'all blame the teachers if your dumbass sons can't read. Y'all blame the teachers. Y'all not looking at yourselves. What
I
the
would,
teacher should have taught them. No, you should know how to pronunciate certain words and letters before you got into to a school. You
you don't
should
got
know
to go
your
to school.
address. You how to spell your name. These are the things that look. As a substitute teacher, I dealt with this shit. They blame us because their kids can't read.
Hmm.
No, that shit should be taught at home.
Hmm.
You can learn how to read before you go to school.
Hmm.
But parents are not doing that. You say your elders, they're not doing that. Your elders are not teaching you. They don't even teach you your own Black history. I don't
Yeah.
think Black history should be taught in school. It should be taught at home. Because they ain't gonna have to some old white dude trying to teach you this shit. He ain't gonna teach you about two things:
What?
slavery and Martin Luther King's birthday. That's it. And they may throw Frederick Douglass in there. But that's
Yeah.
about it. Or maybe Rosa Parks. They'll throw a little Rosa Parks in there. Other than that, they ain't gonna teach you no real Black history. That's why you need to talk to your grandfathers, your grandmothers, your aunts, your uncles. That's who should be teaching you because a lot of them may experienced it.
I 1,000% agree with everything that you said. Right. I don't think that, and I think that kind of works against your point. I don't think the school should have to worry about my son become. They're not going to like. Nobody taught me how to understand and comprehend on the level that I do, right? I do because that's just who I am. It's how my brain works. I think that my son should be reading at home. He should be listening to me talk to him. I should be having high level conversations with my son, right? I'm not going to have like the little first grade conversations with my son. I'm gonna tell him everything. I'm not going to stunt his growth by feeling like, oh, he's not old enough to learn this word. If he asks me what a big word mean, I'm gonna tell him, and I'm gonna use big words when I'm talking to him. I think these are things that we got to teach our kids. Like for example, if I want my son to be good at wrestling, he can't just go to practice. When you get home, you gotta wrestle. And when we're at practice, I'm the only parent that's right there next to him in the room. I'm next to and my both of my girls. I'm right there walking around the room. I'm watching. You got it. Nope. Do your jumping jacks. You're not cheating. We're not cheating on the push-ups either. Do your push-ups, right? I'm the only one that's in the room, kind of. So I agree with you. We got to work on these things with our kids ourselves. I would never trust the school to teach my son the things that I want them to learn. And honestly, once your kid go to like 6th or 7th grade, they teaching them shit that they shouldn't even know anyway. They teaching them homework that they teaching them math that you can't even help them with. Like, for what? If you know how to multiply, you know how to do basic math and certain things like that. That's what you need to know. They teaching them all these other extra things. You gotta get them a tutor. You can't even help him with the shit, and you know damn well he's not going to remember it when he 30. Can any of y'all do algebra right now?
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Hell no.
Don't give me nothing.
So why don't you just homeschool? If your son is not a big fan of school, why don't you homeschool him?
Why don't I homeschool? He fine. He got to
He
deal with some
he don't know algebra, Hank.
No, that he said more than that. He said he doesn't like school. Period.
He
So
gotta
if
deal
that's
with
the
So
case,
why would he bring school to the house?
it's okay to not like school.
Did she
because
ever
then if he was willing to homeschool down, he could teach him on the level where he taught. Now he could implement all of these things he was just talking about, talking to him with big words. He could do all that doing homeschool.
Did she ever answer with her?
He's fine. Just going to regular school. He's fine.
Why don't you want to homeschool him?
Why would I homeschool him? I don't need to homeschool him for him to become a productive member of society and an intelligent person.
I said after 6th grade, they wasting time doing certain things. If you homeschool them, you can teach them what you want to know. Oh
yeah, no, he gonna go to school. It's not worth the ROI that my time as an entrepreneur to
God
my kids.
damn.
Yeah, you think that if I homeschool my son, that's going to drastically improve his
Yes.
quality of life? I don't agree with you.
Yes, it will. Let me tell you why. Because it sounds like with your son, sound like he's bored, right? It's not maybe, I don't know. Maybe he can do the work, but maybe the work's not as advanced for him. He's too advanced for the work they're doing. Maybe he needs to be bumped up. Maybe he needs to, I don't know what grade he's in, but maybe he's in the 3rd grade. He needs to be doing 4th grade work. Take some advanced classes. But if you homeschool your kid, they can't hold you back on what you learn. Only thing you got to do is just test out. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of things your kids don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about this being indoctrinated with this homosexual lifestyle shit. They don't introduce all that other bullshit that you don't feel like is necessary for your son to learn. They won't. Then it only takes 4 hours a day. If you could carve out 4 hours of your day to help your kids, to monitor your kids, they have tutors. They have a whole community for your kids. If your kids like extracurricular activity, they got sports program for the kids. And guess what? Your son can graduate with his rest of his class that he went to school with, because that's going to be, he'll graduate with his home school. So he'll get to do a lot of the things you do. Yeah. But you got to be willing to do it. Now, you was talking about teaching. There's an opportunity for you.
When I say like the ROI on homeschool, right? So like if my son grows up, if he turns 18, if he turns 14, he's like, Dad, I want to be a millionaire, then you will. It's that easy. I'll tell you how. It's that simple. I'll tell you how. I'll show you. I'll show you everything you need to know. But if he doesn't want to be a millionaire, then he can go and do whatever he wants in life. Like the ROI for me to take the time to just homeschool him is not worth it for me. I don't see it. No, I know that it's probably a better option, but it's going to be marginal in the differences to me, right? And his quality of life when he gets older. To me, in my personal opinion, he's going to have more if he wants to, because he might be like, yo, Dad, I just want to be an artist. I don't want to make money. That's his business. But if he wants to have a better lifestyle than 99% of the world, I can easily show him how, and I can start him when he's 12.
You're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to combat the indoctrination of the educational system.
What do you? I was in the educational system, bro.
And you're not.
How?
I think that
you know it. You know you got the answers to this. Like
you have a job.
I think you could definitely.
Do you have a job?
I don't have a job. No.
Okay, so I take it back.
You thought I had a job?
I didn't know. I didn't know. I take it back.